I can hear you. I can hear you. Thank you. Oh no, don't run. Don't run. Don't run, don't run. Right. Quickly bring me the stuff. I've struck it rich, huh? Just leave it here, thank you. I didn't expect this. Oh, there's my package over here.
Thank you, thank you.
Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Bring him the watch with the script and book for the performance. Thank you. Thank you for coming to the show and supporting us. We really appreciate it. Look, the upper and lower floors. These 7 or 8 stories are all packed, but there aren't that many people. Just 3 floors, 3 stories. I'm very happy. Thank you all. Working with Teacher You. I'm especially glad. Especially this year's performance. There's a theme. Oh, what's the theme? It's Guo Degang's 30th anniversary in the performing arts. Oh, I feel very emotional about it.
Like, subscribe, share.
Thank you. It's really been 30 years. This career in the arts refers to when I started professionally at 16. Oh, if we count from the day I started making a living from it, then it's been 30 years. If we count from when I started learning, it's 39 years this year. Next year will be the 40th anniversary. No, I can't say that. It makes me sound too old. No, let's count from when I started performing. That's good. If I started performing at 16, then it's been 30 years. You've also been performing for quite a few years, right? If we count performing, it's also been over 30 years. It's quite emotional, how quickly time flies. Yeah, it's been several decades in this industry. In these 30 years, I've mainly done 2 jobs. What are those 2 things? First, making the audience happy, which is a must. The second is to unite my peers.
Haha, let's turn back. Hee.
Sigh, it's quite emotional, isn't it? The sky is my cover, the earth my bed, the sun, moon, and stars accompany my sleep. Some people cast their nets for fame and fortune, but wealth and poverty are not the same. There are those who ride horses, and those who take sedan chairs. Some push carts, while others ride horses to enjoy their blessings. A fine horse carries a foolish man, while beautiful women often accompany good fortune in sleep. An 80-year-old stands at the door, while a 3-year-old plays with the yellow springs. It's not that the heavens are blind. Good and evil will eventually come full circle. Retribution is cyclical. Oh, isn't this just another moment of reflection? Feudal superstition. We're talking about the 2 words cause and effect. Everything has a cause and an effect. Yes, we perform well in our comedy, making the audience happy. How can we combine our interests and work into one? This is the blessing from our ancestors. And that's pretty good, right? As people get older, it's just not the same as when they were young. Of course, before I turned 30, I really didn't believe in anything. Truly, I didn't believe in anything at all. After 30, I've come to understand a lot of things. Well, what have I understood? It's not that things you can't see don't exist. In the past, I used to argue a lot. If I didn't see it with my own eyes, I wouldn't admit it was true. Isn't that wrong? Who has seen your Wi-Fi? If no one has seen it, can you say it doesn't exist? Can you see sound? That's something you hear, right? Have you ever seen your ancestors from 7 generations back? If it's not there, you can't just say it doesn't exist, right? I haven't seen him, so I just dismiss it? That's unreasonable. Well, many times, things are unclear in the grand scheme of things. We often talk about the word fate. Life is life, and fate is fortune. They're different. Here are 2 bowls of rice. In the kitchen, serving up 2 bowls of rice and placing them here. This dinner was taken away and eaten. After eating and digesting, it ends up in the toilet. Wow, that's its fate. The fate of that bowl of rice. Hey, if that bowl of rice is just sitting there, untouched, that's its luck. Oh, if no one eats it, that's its rhythm. But if it sits there for a while and grows mold, attracting flies, it still ends up in the toilet. That's your fate. Then it's all the same fate. You see, many things are hard to explain. You and I are just like those 2 bowls of rice, right? How can we compare ourselves to those 2 bowls of rice? Look at you. You're like the bowl that got eaten and ended up in the toilet. As for me, I'm like the other bowl of rice that grew mold and got thrown away. Aren't we comparing ourselves? It's like in a comedy routine. You always have to think it through. Everything is our teacher. Really? Of course. Aside from schoolwork, we're busy all day long. What are we busy with? Look at me. I've been really busy lately, just with social gatherings. Giving a gift, that's a northern dialect phrase. I don't know how they say it in Shanghai. It's about weddings and funerals, where you give a cash gift to celebrate or support someone. Right, that's called giving a gift. What do they call it in Shanghai? They call it fortune telling in Shanghai dialect. Oh, there's no term for fortune telling here. It's a bit confusing for me. Giving gifts is also a way to connect with others, right? Recently, I've just been giving gifts. Who did you give to? Today, I heard that Lin Qiling got married today. Hey, don't cry. Where are you from? Just stop crying. It suddenly hit me. At least you should give 500 for that. Yeah, it's 500 bucks. Then take 8 comedians out to eat and have a blast, haha. Wow, I still have to pack. This 500, huh? Oh, this was from a few days ago. Giving gifts in France. What happened in Paris? The temple caught fire. What's going on with that temple? The temple in Paris, France caught fire. Oh, it really hurts my heart. What will the French do to tie up their dolls now? No one goes there to tie up dolls anymore, huh? Gave 800. That's more than what Sister Jillian got. Well, of course. We have a pretty good relationship with the goddess.
Later this.
Thailand, Thailand, Thailand. When the king ascended the throne, we gave a little something too. Oh, he's 67 now. Aren't you supposed to retire at 60? In Thailand, there's no retirement age of 60. He's basically a reappointed king. Haven't you heard? Don't compare it to us. I saw in the news it cost 10 billion Thai baht for the coronation. 10 billion baht. If you calculate it, Lin Qiling is just 500. So how much would that be in Thai baht? Why am I even calculating this? Oh, and then the Japanese emperor ascended the throne. I contributed again. The old Japanese emperor retired at 60, right? So it's still 60 for retirement. The young emperor ascended the throne. Oh, I contributed 1,005. That's a lot. We must think about it. We've watched a lot of movies, haven't we?
Oops.
You're just a ticket short of the old emperor, just like that. I really love discussing life with Qian Ge. Fu, is this life? My senior brother is especially lovable. I've known him for almost half my life. Back then, we watched others. Oh my, Yu Qian is something else. Because when we were kids, we had no money, and he had money. Why bring up money again? I wanted to play with him. Back then, I thought my suit was made of plastic. Who makes suits out of plastic? My pants had a checkered pattern that was also plastic, and my hat was made of craft paper. Goodness, Qian Ge, even his underwear is made of mink. It's so hot. I'm sweating like crazy in over 40-degree heat. Good grief. Oh, every day we play together, and when we eat, he's always the one paying. He should go home. His dad spoils us too, always saying, eat more, eat more. Of course, many times on stage, when mentioning Yu Qian's father or his wife, a lot of people just laugh. Yes, I really have to thank the Yu family for providing so much material for Chinese Crosstalk. Hey, it's all your writing. In our industry, it's different from others. We can't talk about others. Oh, how can we say it? For example, look at that audience member, the fat guy. Oh, how their family is doing. This isn't polite. There's no way to say it. It's not appropriate for us to talk about others. So let's just share some true stories of our own. Do you really think I'm that happy talking about Qian Ji's wife on stage? Huh, you're just that happy. Did I laugh out loud? Oh, my back teeth are showing. I'm trying to hold it in. Ever since I was little, I loved going to their house. His father is amazing. He really cares for people, especially in Shanghai. You all might not be very familiar with that. Oh, if you go to Beijing, ask about Yu Qian's father. He's really amazing. Seriously, his dad, Yu Qian, just wait a moment, okay. Who's amazing? Yu Qian's father, Mr. Yu Qian, is incredible. The two of us share the same name. If it were me, I'd be mad at you, you know? What are you getting at with that big mouth of yours? My dad is also named Yu Qian. I can guess you're thinking in the wrong direction. Like it's as if Yu Qian's father is also named Yu Qian. Doesn't that sound like it? It's not just one Yu Qian. You know? That won't work either. It's thousands and thousands of them. None of those work. There's no one else named Yu Qian. Old Master Yu is kind-hearted and believes in Buddhism. Oh, his dad believes in Buddhism, right? He always has a bag of Tiguanyin tea hanging here on his chest. My dad believes in Buddhism. So what's the deal with carrying tea leaves? Believing in Buddhism. I've never heard of that. If someone has a problem, he'll definitely help you out. We all called his dad's sister heart to heart. What a mess this is. In Beijing, no one knows if Old Master Yu is a man or a woman. Everyone knows that when you go to his place, whoever sees his dad will be happy. What's so funny about that? At his age, he's always hugging a robotic cat. Why does he like Chongjin? Oh, look, the old man is hugging the robotic cat again. Well, robotic cat is just a nickname. It has a proper name, which is something like duo-li-apian. Yeah, duo-li-apian, right. More of that. I've never heard of it. Oh, you see, my English isn't great, but you don't need to say aiming more. Doraemon is adorable. I've never seen such a cute old man. Is that so? He's still alive. He's still alive. Isn't he? But what's up with his lifestyle? What's his daily life like? After retirement, he keeps himself super busy. Every day, he wakes up and rushes to the riverbank to practice calligraphy, or he goes to the big square to write. How does he practice? He uses a water brush. Carrying a bucket with a huge sponge tip, he stands there writing in the water on the ground. He's really into it. Oh, his dad went there too. And today he started writing the Yangtze River flows east. The waves wash away the heroes. Let's start by practicing the first two characters. Practice this. Rolling, rolling, rolling. He spent the whole morning writing those two characters. Later, he got taken to the police station because he was cursing in the square, saying his dad was a cultural thug. That's not right. Anyway, after finishing his writing, he had nothing to do, so he gathered a bunch of kids to his place. What's going on? Come on, I'll show you some magic. The old man loves performing tricks. Look, all the kids are sitting there. Even the neighborhood ladies. They all came too. Grandma Wan and Grandma Li, a bunch of old ladies with their kids. His dad took off his jacket. What's going on? He's taking off his shirt to perform magic tricks, traditional tricks, old school style. He even took off his pants. Oh, now he's just in his underwear. That's about right. Watch this. This is a fountain pen.
Pencil.
Stir-fried, red. A brush pen. Oh, carrots are good and get rid of the cucumbers. Want to see the winter melon? All right. You can't change into any other shapes, can you? We don't understand this magic. It's really strange. Don't do magic. You're in this old school outfit and you've taken it all off. What are you trying to change into? Wearing this outfit, you can see things hanging from it, right? The old man is showing you that there's nothing hidden, nothing on his body. You'd have to dissect it to see how it works. Talking so dirty. It's just for fun. This is play. Otherwise, it's just me and Yu Qian playing with the lion. What you're playing is all new. The two of us are having fun. Don't they have lion dances in the north during the new year? There are southern lions and northern lions. The southern lion is from Foshan in Guangdong. Right. In the movies about Wang Feiheng, there's always that southern lion. And then there's the northern lion. Oh, we'll get a lion's skin. And the two of us will lift it up with his dad coming in front. Oh, and then let China crouch behind and hold the tail. We'll perform the lion dance for the kids. Look at the coordination. Once that's done, the old man is off to the riverbank again. What's he doing by the river? Swimming. Oh, he loves exercising. He goes in winter and summer, no matter the season, especially his dad. He's really good at winter swimming. Yeah, but he's afraid of the cold. If he's scared of the cold, then why swim? Before going in, he prepares, you know? He gets ready with a cotton padded jacket, cotton pants, military coat, all of it on. Wearing this, you walk into the river. Oh, and anyway, there will definitely be someone to save you. Hey, it's just so refreshing. Isn't that just drowning? In winter, that's a kind of willpower, right? Practicing like this. Of course, in summer, his dad is all about showing off. How so? In summer, his dad swims to show off his tattoos. The old man has a tattoo that goes from the back of his neck all the way down to his heel. A fish design. What's the point of that thing? When his dad hits the water, he comes alive. Every time he jumps in. People are always trying to scoop him up with a net because of that tattoo. My dad swims, and that net is really something truly impressive. This old man doesn't waste a single minute. He really takes care of himself, you know? That includes his diet too. Like the moment he opens his eyes in the morning. Yeah, the first thing he does when he opens his eyes is wash his face. Wash his face. After he's all cleaned up, he starts drinking pig milk. Hey, hold on. A second? I've never heard of that. Drinking cow milk and goat milk, but pig milk? He must have been injured. I can't even imagine that. How do you get hurt drinking cow milk? Did the cow just sit down while he was drinking? Is he lying under the cow's belly drinking milk? Later, the old man thought, I can't let him get bullied, so he switched to drinking pig milk.
He just drank while lying down.
All right, you can drink while lying down. Yeah. Have you heard of those guys lying around together? Drink some milk first, after having some milk. Then get up, and I need to drink some chicken soup. Look, it's all good for you. I specifically went to the market to buy a hen. You wait a minute, that's called a hen. And there's also the Guangdong-style hen. No, not that one. It's not that one. It's distinguished by male and female. There's no such thing as a female machine. For the soup, after that, eat a little bit of greens. Greens are good. You shouldn't eat too much, because overeating isn't good for your health. Just eat a bit of greens, like some wild vegetables from the yard, wash them clean, then blanch them in hot water, and sprinkle a little salt. Okay, try not to use oil. His dad really cares about this, especially for heart and blood vessel health. No oil, too much oil is unbearable. Use less oil and salt. But sometimes when mixing greens, a little oil is okay. But the old man always says to pour oil from a bottle, which isn't right. So what to do? He gets it from the oil box of the range hood. Isn't that a bit much? Eating a little bit of everything. If you're happy, you might as well eat 10,000 pounds of oil. Right, that's true. We're almost done eating here. The old man is calling to order takeout. He's almost 80 and can still order food himself. Wow, here it comes. Pizza. He traveled abroad when he was younger, so he can accept this. They brought the pizza, and they'll cut it into 8 or 12 slices. Cut it into 8 slices, because 12 slices is too much to eat. Isn't it all the same? This is about enough to eat. But the old man, you can't just eat so plain all the time. You've got to have some meat too. What he loves most is braised meat. In Shanghai, they call it red braised pork. You know, the kind with 3 layers of fat. But he won't eat store-bought. What will he eat then? He has to have the braised meat that Yu Qian makes for him. I have the skills, you see. The old man also wants his son to call, right? He picks up the phone and says, I want braised meat. No matter how busy Yu Qian is, he answers the call. He pulls up his pants and comes right over. What am I doing? I just had to pull up my pants, right? When you go out, don't you have to put on your pants and a coat? I'm just at home, so what if I'm not wearing anything? Aren't you wearing your long johns? Where are my long johns? I was just here without anything on when my dad called, always watching. You might be practicing some magic trick. Oh, what magic trick? I'm telling you. Stop practicing. Let's talk about your health. $3. Enough of that. You're here, and the old man is all set. Dad prepared a big piece of pork for him, ready to braise. The other day, he quickly washed his hands, ear to cut the meat, for his dad's red braised pork. But in a moment of distraction, he accidentally cut his hand. Oh no, that's bad. Fresh blood dripped down, oh dear. It dripped onto the pork.
It seeped in.
Don't give me that. Am I supposed to be blood related to a pig now? Does that make any sense? The pork soaked up my blood, and Qian was dumbfounded, thinking, how did my blood end up mixing with the pork? I really want to keep going. Then I look back at his dad, and think, who are you? What a character. If things get heated, just look at this situation. The old man laughed too, saying, don't listen to the nonsense outside. Who said that? All right, enough with the braising. Let's eat out. The two of us went outside to find a hot pot place. Let's have some lamb. The wall of the hot pot restaurant had signs saying, not spicy, mild, medium, hot, and extra hot. And, oh dear, it's quite a lot. Who divided this so meticulously? His dad was really happy about it.
What's it called?
What the waiter recommends the most is this dish. It's usually baked, right? Is there any that's really popular?
No.
Just open it up and that's enough. Okay? Let's eat. Sit there and eat. As they were eating, his dad's expression turned serious. What's wrong? Oh, why have I gotten so old? What are you thinking about? It's like recalling youth, just a blink. And it's right in front of me. His dad traveled all over when he was young, doing business everywhere, even as far as India. Wow, his dad went to India to sell toilet paper. What was my dad thinking, bringing toilet paper to India? The key is that nobody there uses toilet paper. In the end, he couldn't sell anything and ended up selling a kidney instead. Just came back to trade a kidney for toilet paper. Huh? Later, he went back to doing business and even went to India to sell chopsticks. In India, people eat with their hands, so the small business didn't work out at all. He ended up losing money and even sold that kidney. No more kidneys, huh? So what to do? Well, I guess it's time to go home, settle down, and get married. No kidneys. How can you get married? That's just nonsense. But your dad was well liked. The neighbor who sold pork always helped him out. I said, all right, let's not talk about that anymore. That old guy started tearing up while eating. In his old age, he still hoped to travel more while he could. But what's the point of traveling without a kidney? Even just to see the sights would be nice, right? Aw, Yu Qian, such a devoted son. What's going on with me? I'm here to support you. Just tell me how much it costs, and I'll go with you, even if it means leaving tomorrow. I'll just pull up my pants and go. Why do I keep taking off my pants? I'll travel the world with you. Aw, how about we go out, and I take you to Australia? Australia? Hey, just the two of us in Oceania. I'll take you to see the sea turtles. How about that? Tortoises, Brazilian turtles. Sound good. What's with this recognizing relatives thing? Can't we just look at something else? The old man's face just dropped. Not happy. Have you even listened to what others are saying? Hey, why do you trust what others say so much? I want to go to Africa, not Australia, to see the animals. That would be great. There's a big animal migration there. All right. Isn't that in Tanzania? There are so many animals, wildebeests, gazelles, and countless zebras. They say it takes them 2 to 3 months to migrate, right? Can I go there? Sure. Just the other day, you were so devoted. Let's book the tickets and head to Africa to see the great animal migration. Once everything's ready, just the two of us will be off to Africa. It really does look like Africa, doesn't it? Wearing those big sunglasses, tank tops, shorts, and flip-flops. Heh, we look so sunny. Oh, we took a cab to the airport, and while sitting in the taxi, the old man pointed out the window, still enjoying the scenery. Qianer, look at that. A good omen for a bountiful year. In winter, we set off wearing shorts and tank tops. When you leave, it's Christmas in Beijing. Wow, all right. We're already out. We still have to go, right? You've already booked your tickets, so let's head to the airport and go through security. Your dad showed his face, but he still had to take off his coat and put on a hat after passing security. Right, if the shoes are high, he also has to take them off, no doubt about it. But there are indeed people who don't cooperate. The security staff told the guy in front, "Sir, you need to cooperate a bit." That's right, we're not making it hard for you. It's the rules. Look, we're not trying to be difficult. Just look at Mr. Yu Qian's father. See how you went through without a hitch. He's completely bare. And he passed through. His dad was so cooperative. Completely bare. That's hilarious. Don't let people change you. Are you allowed to board the plane like this? They let you on like this. The staff gave you a sheet, and your dad wrapped it around you and lifted you up. Hurry up and let him go. It's so embarrassing. Quick, we're heading to Arabia. Oh no, let's get on the plane on first class. The tickets are bought. The old man is sitting here. Qianer, you sit tight and don't move. Qianer, go to the bathroom first. Oh, going to the bathroom. Ah, after finishing up, you flush. After flushing, you come out. His father got into a fight with a flight attendant. What happened? His dad insisted that the flight attendant make him some fish-flavored shredded pork, scramble an egg, and fry some rice. Never heard of that before. The flight attendant said, "Sir, we can't cook on this plane." Right, how can we? I just heard a bang up front. Was that cooking? Well, it's been a tough journey, but we finally made it to Africa. So here we are, good. Oh dear, the fortunate have their own protection from heaven. Look at the animals. They're experiencing a once-in-a-century extreme cold weather. Africa is minus 42 degrees. It's even colder than Beijing. This place in Tanzania looks like Harbin. Good grief, it has a bit of Siberian flair. Oh, for guides came to meet you too, wearing dogskin hats and wrapped in military coats with layers upon layers. Wow, it really feels like Siberia. Ah, welcome. Welcome to you too. You came at the wrong time though. The animal migration takes about 7 to 8 months. And now at the end of the year, it's not happening. The two of you are anxious. It's not okay. How can we see the animals? What animals can we see? The 4 guides said, well, you can pay, and we'll buy you a ticket back to Beijing, to Ziziman, where there's a Beijing zoo. How about that? You can see them there. The 2 of them got upset, of course. They want to see them here. Otherwise, it's a no-go. For you, good grief, or else. We'll have to pull some magic tricks. For you. This is still a dead giveaway for a Wolf 2 Club. All right, I'll scare you to death, you know. The Fontian Huaji, are you saying anything? Before guides discussed and said, if you two really want to see the animals, it's not impossible. There are some animals, like a few lonely deer. What do you mean by lonely deer? Last year during the animal migration, a few deer got lost and didn't leave. They just stayed here. There are a few of them, all male deer, that couldn't find their herd, and they're here every day, their eyes almost turning red. If you want to take a look, just a quick glance, and then head back home. As long as we can see them, that's fine, but we're all about animal protection here. If you scare them, that won't do. We have a deer skin here. Really? It's a female deer skin. Aw, you two can just stop by there for a bit and take a look. That'll be enough. If you can see them, that's fine. The dad is very happy, saying, come on. Really? At home, we have the skills to perform with lions. Wow, with that background. Do you think I was just joking when I mentioned performing with sticks earlier? I let you speak. Remember, every word is useful. Hey, his dad is up front handling the deer's head while the kid is in the back. Performing with lions. That's like pulling up your pants and throwing this on while the 2 of us twist and turn, heading into the grass. The female deer. Well, after a while, these few male deer came over from that side. Yeah, wow. It's been 7 years since July until now, and these few male deer still aren't doing well. Can you believe these few deer have grown tusks? Wow, they've turned into wild boars. Their eyes are all red, and they came over. The 2 of them are still very happy, right? It's nice to have close encounters with wildlife. He's happy. And Qianer is happy too, right? After a while, Qianer said, this won't do. What do you mean it won't do?
Oh, I'm back.
Ugh, the road is annoying. You really hate him. He might actually see us as naive like female deer. Yeah, right. He had a deer trying to lie on my back. Oh man, his dad told you to hold on. I've already started grazing. Good grief. Just stop holding on to that. He said it's not about holding on. It's worse than a magic trick. Goodness. Let's run. Let's hurry up and run. As we're running, Yu Qian said. What do you mean? How is this a road? Even if it's a wild boar, that's fine. What's wrong with that? I've got some distant relatives there.